everybody. My name is Julia and I'm the Director of Studies here in Canterbury, and this is Karen, one of our most experienced trainers. And she's been teaching for a long time, and she has experience with all different ages and all different levels. Now today we are going to ask some questions to Karen, and I'm going to pretend to be one of the students, and Karen will answer all of my questions. So the first question, Karen, is what is the difference between general and business English?
Okay, so general English does what it says really. It focuses very much on a holistic approach to the English language. We teach grammar, we teach vocabulary and all the different skills, reading, writing and listening, but we do them through topics that are non-business related. For example, things like travel or culture, food, history, art. In many ways, general English is a lot freer than business English because it can be much more student-led. And ultimately, I think that it provides a very good basis from which to go into a more specified or specific course like business.
And how is the course organised?
So what happens is that in the mornings we focus mainly on what we call input. So we'll do a lot of grammar, vocabulary. We may also do some of the skills like listening and pronunciation. Usually those are taught within a topic. In the afternoon we then concentrate on the output of that language that you've learnt in the morning. So there'll be a much more emphasis on production, speaking, fluency, actually using the language that you've learnt in the morning sessions.
And how do you teach as teachers?
Well, in my classes, and I think in the other trainers' classes, teachers' classes, I think what we do is we tend to start off in the mornings with a sort of a warm-up exercise to get everybody interested, everybody engaged, have a chat, start quite slowly, and then build up into the language points, the grammar that we want to teach, the vocabulary we want to teach. We will do lots of practice, and everything is very much linked together so that you can see when you come into the class in the morning and when you leave at lunchtime, you can see that there has been a very clear route from the beginning to the end of the lesson, and there is a connection between all the activities. And I think that's very important, and that happens both in the morning and the afternoon as well.
Will I repeat content if I'm here for longer than a week?
You may well do, but that will be because the teachers have spoken together and decided that maybe you need more practice with something, or maybe that the grammar point or the topic area is a big one and something that is particularly difficult and will just need to be gone over again and again. Yeah.
And will I have the same teacher for the whole course?
Probably not, no. And we think this is a real positive. Every teacher has their particular strengths, and every teacher has their own particular way of actually delivering a topic or a language point. And we think this is really beneficial to students, because out there in the real world, not everybody is going to use the language in the same way, and that therefore gives you experiences as a student with lots of different types of language input.
Do I get a certificate at the end of the course?
Yes, you certainly do, and this can be very useful, I think, for students when they're applying for new jobs, when they go back to their companies to show what they've done. and also for giving you a sense of achievement, that you've completed something, which is a great thing.
Absolutely. And who are the people I'm going to study with?
Well, you'll study with people from all over the world. I can't tell you from one week to the next who you're going to study with. Usually in Canterbury, they will be people of sort of over 30 years old, generally in their 30s and older. We don't have teenagers here, but generally people who maybe come from a number of different countries. They have a number of different experiences and jobs and different cultures, and that makes the classroom a really exciting place.
How much can I expect to improve on a short course?
I am always amazed at how much students improve, even in just 1 week. I think the first 2 or 3 days of a course can be very confusing for a student, but it's really fascinating to see how by the time they've been in the school for 2 or 3 days, their listening skills are improving, they're more confident when they're speaking, they start to correct their own mistakes. So I actually think that, depending on how much you are prepared to put in as well, I think students can progress, very well in a very short time.
And what are the benefits in taking a longer course?
I think the benefits in taking a longer course are very obvious, really, in that all the things that you learn in those first few weeks, you have a lot more time to actually go over those things, practice those things. The longer you're here with us, obviously, the more things like your listening and then your production improves. So there are benefits, there are definite benefits in staying here longer.
And what does Canterbury have to offer compared to London?
Canterbury's a fantastic city, it really is. It's small, but that means it's really friendly. People are interested in newcomers, in people from overseas, in different cultures. You'll go into a local pub and they'll want to talk to you and ask you questions about where you're from and what you do and what your life is like. So it's a great opportunity to practice your English. Also, there are lots of lovely places to visit. I mean, the cathedral and the castle and some really, really lovely little walks around the city itself. I think also it's a great place to study because you can get to London so easily. It takes an hour to get up to London from here. If you want to, you can finish your lessons at 5 o'clock and jump on a train and spend an evening in London and be back home by 10:30. So it really is, I think it's the best of both worlds here, really. You've got the big city an hour away, but you've also got this very pretty, friendly, small city to spend time in.
Thank you so much for this, Karen.
That's okay.